Hi there, I'm Saumya and I'm back again with another video. I hope you're all well and safe. I make a lot of bookish content on this channel, and in today's video I'm going to talk about The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. So the genre of The Handmaid's Tale is dystopian, and since the genre is dystopian, a lot of unpleasant things are going on in this book. For one, the story is taking place in the Republic of Gilead. The US government got overthrown and a new totalitarian state was formed, which is called Gilead. The entire social structure has changed, and definitely not for the better. For one, women have been stripped of all their rights and they have been divided in certain categories. So there are the wives, then there are the aunts, there are the handmaids, there are Marthas, and so on. And everything has been banned for everyone. All the handmaids are stripped of their names as well. So the purpose of the handmaids is to basically breed. Only fertile women are made handmaids. They are allotted to powerful men who are commanders, and these commanders have to impregnate these handmaids. This particular handmaid who narrates this story is called Fred. Off is basically OF off, and Fred is the name of the commander that she is allotted to, so that's why she's called Fred. And similarly, other handmaids are also named in this fashion only. The story is divided in two parts, you can say. One part is the night part and the other part is the events that take place during the day, as narrated by Fred. During the story, we also read about Fred's flashbacks as she talks about the time when things were normal. First thing that I have to say is that it completely lives up to its genre, which is dystopian. A good dystopian novel is supposed to terrify you to the core, and that's exactly what The Handmaid's Tale does. So one thing that happened with me while reading this book was that during the first 100 pages or so of this book, this novel was giving out information very sparingly. It was almost as if it was holding information back. That frustrated me a bit. You do understand what's happening, the information does come out, but the book makes you wait a bit for that. So while reading this book, what I experienced was horrid fascination, which is that I was horrified by the events in the story, but at the same time I could not put this book down because it had that kind of grip on me. Also, there were moments in this book where sometimes I felt hopeful, but sometimes then I would get dejected. There are some really disturbing scenarios in this book, and in fact there were some situations in which I felt like I was being stifled while reading those scenes because they were written so convincingly. The nature of the story is such that each and every character that you come across will elicit a reaction from you as a reader, because the circumstances are so abnormal that when you read about different characters and their reactions, you can't help but be impacted. I felt that Offred was a good choice for the narrator of this story because her character is that of a woman who wants to break out of the system, but she has also, succumbed to it. She is not that brave, she's not that fearless. Another character that stood out for me was that of Moira. She's completely opposite of Offred. She is very rebellious and she does not feel scared of the system. Both these women represent very different personalities. So there is dictatorship, everything has been banned, basic freedom has been snatched from people, women especially. But does that stop people from having desires? Does that stop people from resisting? These are the kind of questions that are tackled in this book, and how people behave, how characters react to different situations, all of that is a very important part of the narrative of this story. The Handmaid's Tale also has a sequel which came out in 2019. The sequel is called The Testaments, and it also won the Booker Prize for 2019. The Handmaid's Tale was published in 1985 and the sequel came out in 2019. My god, what gap. Do I want to read the sequel? Definitely. Do I have the burning desire to read it immediately? No. I feel towards the end of 2020 or maybe in the beginning of 2021, not before that. I must say it was a great experience reading this book, and it is brilliantly written. There are certain popular books that everybody can go for. This is that popular book that only those people should go for who do not get overwhelmed by the negativity and the depression in a story. I've been reading for a long time and I am really able to detach myself from my reality while reading the book, but then I'm also able to come back to my reality. So if you're somebody who gets extremely overwhelmed by what you read, and if you are not in the best state of mind right now, then don't go for this book. So that was it. That was my review of The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I hope you liked it and found it useful. If you want to get your hands on the same edition that I have, then I'll leave the link for that in the description. If you want to connect with me on my social media, the links will be in the description. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.